Everybody, my name is Lakeith, and I'm going to teach you the proper way to run base running in softball. And the most important thing is to keep your eye on the ball when it leaves your bat and make sure you know there's no error going on in the outfield or the infield. And the first one we're going to do is running through the bag in first base. The most important thing to do running through is safety precaution, not to sprain your ankle. You don't want to step on the bag because it's elevated off the ground. So you want to step with your front part of your foot, and like the bag not too much in the middle. And another thing, when you actually run through the bag, run off to the right so you can avoid the swipe from the first baseman. But the most important thing to do is to keep your eye on the ball and where it goes, just in case you can perhaps get above the base. I'm going to show you how to do it right now. Alright, so when the ball's hit to the outfield, you know you're going to get an extra bag probably, or if be able to see if you can go to. The most important part is to put your foot on the inside of the bag. Never on top of it, you know, you can sprain your ankle, hurt yourself, never on the outside. And come at it like, you're going to, when you leave home plate, you're going to round it like a question mark to get ready to go to second. But you got to keep your eye on the outfielder and where the ball is. So as you round it, you want an inside foot, and you want to be able to see what he's doing just in case you have to go back and keep your eye on him still. You don't want to get doubled up. You know, you get real embarrassing when you get doubled up like that after you get a nice little hit. So most important thing is keep your eye on that ball, but focus on the base first so you don't sprain your ankle, because you got to go inside. Whether it's this way, you got to put your foot on the inside of the bag, whether it's with this foot and you want to go inside. I prefer to go this foot so you can just, you know, stay in fluid motion so you don't lose speed and you can be on your way to second base. The important rule that people get mixed up in softball is you can't lead off. You got to keep your foot on the bag at all times. So the most important thing for you doing this is your foot's back. Your front foot's going to be up on the bag, toward the end of the bag, so you can push off of the bag. Right? So what you want to do is you got to wait till the ball reaches the catcher before you can leave at any time in softball. So what you want to do is lean and push off. That's how you steal in softball, but you got to make sure that the ball not just leaves the pitcher's hand, but it has to actually go to the catcher. So once it crosses the plate, you can leave it any time in softball. The most important thing to do is make sure you push off the bag so you can get a little extra push. So when you're leading off and you're getting ready to steal, the most effective way to lead off and steal is to transfer your weight to your back foot. Not necessarily, you don't want to be all high and all over the place. Just a nice bend your knees, get low. Alright, so you bend your knees, you get low, and you're looking at the pitcher, and as the ball crosses the plate, you want to transfer your weight and push off of the bag. No false steps, so you don't want to step here and just go. You actually want to transfer that weight, stay low, nice and leg stance, bend your knees, and push off and go. As fast as you can to that base, but you have to, the most important thing, like I said, you have to wait till the pitcher gets the ball across the plate to the catcher, or else you're going to be out. So another thing to remember when running through the bag, actually, you know, like I said, your foot doesn't actually step on the bag. It's towards the front of the bag. And you're going to run off to the right with your eye on the ball. But another important thing to do is to actually make sure you run through the bag. Don't just think you're not going to get it. Even if you don't get it, run through the bag. And another important safety precaution is you don't slide into first. Never. Never slide into first. Run through the bag and run off to the right with your eye on the outfield and where the ball is, and you'll go. Low.